Welcome back, folks. Welcome to our channel, and welcome to part 2 of our 5-part video series on raised bed vegetable gardening and greenhouse gardening. Here in part 2, we are sowing seeds, ladies and gentlemen. And here at the Ole Church 5-acre homestead, sowing seeds is a family affair. Now, I know many of you are eager to rip open those packets of seeds and to lay the seeds directly in the soil in your raised bed gardens, and directly in the soil inside your greenhouses. But we need to stop and think and size things up. And one of the most important questions you need to ask yourself is, which planting zone am I in? And for Betty and I, here at the Ole Church 5-acre homestead, our planting zone is Zone 5. And ladies and gentlemen, knowing your planting zone is very important. So do your research, folks, and find out your planting zone before you go out and buy your seeds. Now, the clip you are looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a clip that Betty and I took just a few days ago here in Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, where we went out into several box stores, really, and we had a look at the variety of seeds available to us, seeds that we can choose from to grow in our planting zone. And picking out your fruit and vegetable seeds and your herb seeds is always a fun experience, and one that most people enjoy and is a great part of the seed sowing process. And even with your seed packets in your hand and purchased, there is still much to do before you can go directly to your garden and start sowing seeds. And depending on your planting zone, sowing seeds directly in your garden soil is probably a few weeks away. This clip of our grandson sowing sugar snap pea seeds was taken in mid-May of last year. And considering this is only early April, we are 6 weeks away yet from mid-May. And this clip of our son Devin was also taken around mid to late May. Now, we won't be planting or watering any seeds soon. What we can tell you, and what we highlighted in part 1, crafting raised vegetable beds using reclaimed lumber, is that we still have much to show you about our raised vegetable beds yet. Now, before we continue our discussion here in part 2, sowing seeds, we want to introduce you to our daughter, Katie. Katie has been and continues to be a very important member of the Ole Church 5-acre homestead. Here, she is helping me place crushed stone between our raised vegetable beds. She and I made 4 trips to a crushed stone quarry close by. And then together, we completed the task of laying crushed stone between all our raised vegetable beds. And here in the next clip, ladies and gentlemen, this is Farmer Garry, deep in thought. And what about this clip? Who are these young folks giving Farmer Garry a helping hand? Well, by way of introduction, and with their permission, I had the pleasure of teaching Faith, Logan, and Ethan for 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. They were excellent and amazing students and very helpful. We will keep what they are doing here top secret, ladies and gentlemen. And we will let you know exactly what it is when we introduce you to our greenhouse story. You won't want to miss that. Come back to part 3, greenhouse construction. Let's get back to sowing seeds here at the Ole Church 5-acre homestead. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Garry, Betty, Leyte, the Ole Church 5-acre homestead. Well, I'm standing actually in my heated garage here in Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. It is April the 2nd, Good Friday, and we're getting ready to sow a few seeds today. And what better day than to choose? Good Friday, beginning of Easter, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great day to begin our garden process. As you know, we have started a 5-part series on growing here in Canada. We are in Newfoundland and Labrador, and our zone is Zone 5. And we are, as I said, starting a 5-part series. We've already presented part 1, which was our raised bed video, and that's up on our YouTube channel, and please go check that out. today we're going to be posting another video, and this one is sowing seeds. We've got a little bit more to show you about our raised beds, and we will be doing that. And of course, we'll be showing you our sowing seeds process. And we're going to begin today by showing you the process to start the germination process for tomato and cucumbers. Now, we want to speed up that process a little bit, and we also want to guarantee really that we have 100% yield in our raised beds and in our greenhouse for these vegetables. So we're going to help Mother Nature along, if you will, by following a tried and true process. Because I've been doing a bit of research on the internet, and I've been looking at some other YouTube channels. There's some great stuff out there on YouTube and on the internet that you can follow to help you along with growing fruits and vegetables, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to show you this process now in a second, and take you along with me on this, and hopefully it'll help you out too when you begin the process of sowing your own seeds. So to begin this process of speeding up Mother Nature and starting the germination process, you're going to need some supplies. Okay, the soil that I have here, the potting soil, and the biodegradable containers here, we're going to be using those in a few days' time. But today, you are going to need a few supplies like this here. You're going to need a roll of paper towels. You're going to need a Sharpie marker, a pair of scissors. You're going to need a roll of tape, and you're going to need some Ziploc bags, and you're going to need a stainless steel bowl or something with some lukewarm water into it. And I'm going to show you this process here now in a second. Okay, we've gotten organized here now with a few of the steps that we just finished in order to get this germination process started. We have some Ziploc bags, okay, labeled with our seed names. Okay, we're going to be planting 5 different varieties of seeds today. We're going to be planting a peaches and cream corn, and we are going to be planting 3 different kinds, or I should say sowing. We're going to be sowing 3 different kinds of cucumber seeds. We're going to try the cucumber long English, or the English long. We're going to try the straight 8s. We've had lots of success with the straight 8s, so we're going to go back to these, of course, the old favorites. And we're going to try this new one here too, Viet Alpha Burbless. We're going to try that. And of course, we're going to try our tomatoes. We've had lots of success with this particular variety of tomato as well. And this is the Manitobas. Okay, so a great all-around good tomato, and we're going to continue that. Okay, we're going to start the germination process very, very shortly. Have some paper towels here too. I'm going to show you now what we're going to do with these paper towels and with the seeds in these little packets. Okay, we're ready to do the next step in this germination process. I have a helper with me. My grandson James is here, and James is going to help me begin the process of germinating some corn seeds. James, we opened the package a few minutes ago, and how many corn seeds are there? 70. So we have 70 seeds that we are going to begin the germination process with. And here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We have, as I said, a stainless steel bowl there with some lukewarm water, okay? And we have some paper towel. We're going to soak the paper towel in the lukewarm water, and then James and I are going to take some of these corn seeds, and we're going to wrap them in the soaked paper towels that's been soaked with the lukewarm water, and then we're going to place the paper towel with the seeds inside this labeled Ziploc bag. Just took the paper towel out of the lukewarm water. It is completely soaked in the lukewarm water, the paper towel, and James is now lining some of the seeds up on the paper towel. We will be folding this paper towel over a couple of times before we place it inside the Ziploc bag. Now, one paper towel, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be enough, so we have another one here that we'll do the exact same thing with, and we'll put both paper towels inside the Ziploc bag. James is going to take about half of the 70 seeds that we have and put them on this paper towel. Okay, James has the seeds put on the first paper towel here now, and he's going to fold the paper towel over. So go ahead, James. Fold the paper towel over onto the seeds. Okay, now you can fold it again if you want to. Fold it the other way, and then it has to go in. Just be very careful. Yeah, bring it toward yourself. Bring it toward yourself. Okay, excellent. You're doing a great job. Now, can you lift the paper towel up very carefully without the seeds falling out and place it inside the Ziploc bag? Okay, James is here now finishing up the last remaining corn seeds. He's got to put on the paper towel. He's going to fold the paper towel again. There you go. He's doing an excellent job. James is going to be a farmer when he grows up. All right, fold it again, James, toward yourself. Just be very careful the seeds don't fall. Okay, now you have to gingerly and carefully place the paper towel, you can do it, inside the Ziploc bag, just like we did with the first one. Okay, awesome, good job. Now, so we're finished with the corn. We still have the 3 different kinds of cucumber and the tomatoes. We're going to follow the same process, ladies and gentlemen, by soaking the paper towel in the lukewarm water and putting the various seeds in the paper towel, folding the paper towel, and then putting the paper towel inside labeled Ziploc bags. Now, you might be asking, how long will we need to keep the seeds inside these plastic bags? Well, it depends and it varies, but we're going to do it for 24 hours. So around this same time tomorrow, Easter Saturday, we're going to be back here in the garage, James and I, and we're going to be taking the seeds out of the paper towel, and hopefully the holes that the seeds are in. Some of the seeds are quite tough, and it takes a while for the moisture to get into them. Normally through regular planting in the garden. So we're hoping that the lukewarm water is going to soften up the hull that the seeds are in and help the process along. Okay, some people might leave the seeds in the damp paper towel for several days and keep watching until the seeds actually sprout. We're just going to try it this way for, like I said, 24 hours and see what happens. And hopefully, like I said, it'll soften up the seeds so that then we can start the process of using the soil here and put some in these biodegradable little containers that we have. Okay, so we're going to try that. That'll be tomorrow.
Here, our grandson James is placing tomato seeds on the moistened paper towels. And he is continuing this process with the 3 varieties of cucumber seeds. We are very glad to have our grandson James along with us this morning. He is a great helper. And we are glad to have you along with us too this morning. Thank you so very, very much for tuning into our YouTube channel and following along with us in our YouTube videos. And be sure to tune in to part 3 of our 5-part video series. We will be discussing greenhouse construction, and you will get to meet Faith, Logan, and Ethan again and find out exactly what they are up to. For now, Betty and I want to thank you so very, very much for tuning in to the Ole Church 5-Acre Homestead YouTube channel. And we will politely ask that you like our YouTube videos and that you would subscribe to our YouTube channel.